Hello YouTube, my name is Tim. I thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video. Today we're going to be talking about the law enforcement meetup we're having on July 15th. We're going to be having a large meetup of random law enforcement organizations. We're going to have multiple LSPD crews, I have a feeling, maybe multiple FIB crews. We're definitely going to have State of San Andreas. We're going to have about 8 guys from that, uh, or 10, depending on how many security there are. We're gonna try to have two LSPD officers from State of San Andreas and then two FIB officers, and the rest are all gonna be security. So we'll have four from State of SA, and then we'll have six random security people, just in case, let's say, some crew comes and they're all like, "Hey, we're a law enforcement crew," but in reality they're not, and they're just pretending so they can get into our lobby and kill us. We will have security officers there. We're going to have a LSPD tactical team there on standby, and if we don't have enough tactical team members online, we'll bring the Marine Corps in to lock down the lobby. Um, a few of the regulations: you must be a part of a law enforcement crew, and we don't mean that you're just, you found a random crew on Rockstar Social Club and you use their logo and you call yourself LSPD. No, we mean you must be a part of a dedicated Los Angeles Police Department or any type of law enforcement crew, something dedicated that you are a major part of. The reason for this is because we're going to be having civilian meetups. We consider a civilian somebody who's not a part of a formal organization, and we define a formal organization as somebody who actually plays a large portion of our community, or other communities that really, are effective in the roleplay community. Um, so if you are not meeting that qualification, if you are not, a formal regular member of a law enforcement roleplay crew that takes part in their activities, do not come, please. Uh, preferably, we want people from dedicated law enforcement crews to come. That way, they can really talk about their true tactics that they use, the vehicles they use, information provided from the organization that'll keep things running smoothly. We did hit a pretty high subscriber mark, so I have a feeling that we're going to be, um, you know, talking to them. But we're also going to be doing other types of meetups. We're going to be having training meetups that will train multiple crews and just individual people for less for role playing uh, purposes. So we'll give out the dates of those later on once we plan them out. But we're not also going to give out the location of the meetup itself because it's not just going to be in a party. It's going to be in a certain specific location. That specific location will be announced or told to the individuals who are in our lobby the day of the meeting itself. And the reason for that is because we do not want some random group that is planning on attacking us or planning on just disrupting the meeting, causing problems, to plan out a specific route they're going to take, all that. So we're going to keep that on the down low, and once we feel like there's not really enough time for somebody to plan out a full attack, then we'll announce the location. Ooh, that was a pretty close call. Um, we highly recommend you bring your crew weapons, of course, and go into detail about why you use them, what each role is. For example, we have weapons in the crew that play a certain role that uh, are not necessarily what they're supposed to be used for in the game. For example, a good example that I know a lot of crews do is they use a gold S&S pistol as a taser. That's an example. We recommend you bring stuff like that, stuff that's really thinking outside the box and using this limited resources that GTA provides, um, to this meeting to just talk about that. Bring your crew vehicles, of course. I mean, you don't have to, obviously, but we recommend it. Excuse me. We recommend it. Um, I also think that, and by crew vehicles, I mean if you want, you can bring in a Los Angeles Police Department car, an FIB Granger. You can bring in anything you really want, as long as it's law enforcement oriented. It does not have to be a true law enforcement vehicle. For example, I can, if I wanted to, bring this thing. Um, this is one of our highway patrol vehicles, but I have a Los Angeles logo on it, Los Angeles Police Department logo, but it is supposed to have a not sheriff department, sorry, a San Andreas Highway Patrol logo. I am allowed to bring this if I wanted to. I might not. I might. I'm not too sure. But that is authorized because it is qualified in our crew as a law enforcement vehicle. We are, as I said, we are going to have civilian meetups. We're going to have law enforcement. We're going to have military meetups. We're going to have all that. Just right now, we're focusing on law enforcement because that is a massive part of state of San Andreas. A lot of people join for the policing aspect. They don't really join for the military or civilian side sector. So, as I said, if you're interested in joining the state of San Andreas or are interested in this meeting, July 15th is the meeting, and send me a message if you would like to join the crew on July 1st, because that's when the crew is going to go back to up and running stages. We'll also be just discussing random odds and ends on the channel. We're going to be turning this channel into a channel that announces stuff a lot more. Stuff like this, these type of videos will be coming out a lot more, announcements, meeting times, etc. The actual time itself for the meeting, um, it'll most likely be around 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, maybe 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but we're going to try to aim for 5. So, July 15th, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you don't know what that is in your time zone, we recommend you look it up. We believe it's going to be at night time for people in the UK and Australia. So, if you're willing to stay up at night really late for that, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you, of course. I can't stop you. Uh, but we recommend that people in the United States and or Canada or anywhere in the Western Hemisphere come, just because it will be more convenient for you, and it'll also make it a little bit easier for people who, let's say, they want to join a crew or want to merge their crew with another law enforcement crew. It'll be easier for them because they won't have to deal with the stupid times and stuff. Like, they might really like your crew, but the time zones will make it hard for you guys to play, and it'll just kind of disrupt the meeting. So we recommend really only people um, who actually get on at the time of the meeting. We recommend only you guys get on. You guys join the meeting itself. The meeting might be pushed back. And by the way, that's not a requirement. What I just listed off is just a recommendation. Uh, but um, we may push the meeting back a little bit farther on, depending on stuff that arises. So keep checking the channel for updates. I'm not going to tell you guys to subscribe. I really hate when YouTubers tell you to like and subscribe on their videos. I don't know if you can tell that already, but I personally don't do it, and I think people who do it are complete and total fucking assholes. To be straight up honest, and I think a large portion of the GT community and many other communities is like that. So I don't like doing that. But the main thing I'm going to say is, if you are interested in this particularly, we recommend you just check the channel for updates because more will be provided. This video will also be deleted if this meeting is canceled, and there will be another video posted about this being canceled. So if that does happen, don't just watch this video and then July 15th message me, because there is a chance of this meeting being canceled. So please just keep checking the channel. I don't want to have to explain to you privately because you couldn't have been bothered to take 5 seconds out of your day to just look at the fucking channel and see if shit changed. But that's just about it. I hope you enjoyed. You probably didn't because it was just me cursing and rambling about a fucking GTA meeting. Uh, Jesus fucking Christ. Have a nice day. I'll catch you later. Peace.